Hello, hello, and welcome to another episode of the Eagles in Digital Business, a Candid Chit chat with
All
all
of
of
us.
us. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in, and happy and blessed Sunday for those who are on Sunday, and happy and blessed Monday for those who are already on Monday. So today we are bringing you the following topic.
Yeah, so the topic for today is breaking the cycle, how to finally follow through in 2026.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to be talking today. But before we dive into our topic, let us introduce ourselves. Hi, everyone. My name is Sandy. I'm originally from Panama, but currently residing in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. I also work in the movie industry, and I'm a proud digital business owner and mentor.
Hello, everyone. My name is Isabel. I am originally from Mexico. I'm living in North Carolina with my beautiful family. I am a digital business owner and a mentor.
So, your babe here is Musmola, the face behind muscleconsult.com, originally from Nigeria, but now I reside and I work in the USA as a healthcare worker and also a proud owner of this digital business and a mentor in this field.
Yes. So, thank you, Isabel. Thank you, Mosamola. So, we also want to remind everyone that every Tuesdays and every Thursdays we have our live webinar. So, if you want to learn how you can start your online business and start earning online, all you have to all you have to do is sorry. All you have to do is just register into any of the websites that appear on the screen with your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch the webinar. So when you register into our website, you will receive an email that will contain two links. The first one is to register to the live webinar. So that one will take you to a page that will have two buttons, one for Tuesday, one for Thursdays. Since those are the 2 days that we have our live webinar, so it happens at the same time, 5 p.m. PST and 8 p.m. EST. The second link that you get there is the link to the replay of the live webinar. So just in case you cannot attend to our live webinar, that's not a problem. You can always catch the replay and watch it from the comfort of your own home. In addition to that, we also invite you to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. Now, you're probably wondering, so what is it that we're going to find out on the webinar? On the webinar, you're going to find out how our online business plan works. And also, you get the opportunity to hear from the panelists, which are members of our community, who will be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. So, if you want to catch the replay, from this past Thursday's live webinar before this coming Tuesday's live webinar, here were the hosts and panelists for that day.
So, our host was Rebecca. She's a buyer and a planner. And then we had Verica on the team. She is a project manager in Canada. We had Quarum, former cashier at Walmart, and Lutalin, who is a registered nurse. You can see everybody from different career and cultural backgrounds, and everybody rocking it in this business.
Okay, we also had Jocelyn, who is the project manager. We had Ava, who is a community connector, and Porna, who is a occupational therapist and teacher. And we also had Dana, who is an IT manager. So just like Musulman already said, we had people from different backgrounds, different ages, different cultures, different countries, and they were all, part of last Thursday live webinar sharing their story. So if you want to learn more about this opportunity, don't forget that you can do one of the following three. You can either go in directly on the web pages you see on the screen and register from there. You can send us a direct message or you can comment info below.
Thank you, Isabel. Thank you, Masumola. So yeah, so if you're catching the replay from last Thursday's live webinar, our replays have subtitles in several languages, and our live webinar has subtitles in 5 languages. That's Spanish, French, Tagalog, Vietnamese, and Arabic. So there you go. So if you want to learn how you can start your online business, all you have to do is just register into any of the websites that appear on the screen. All right, so let's dive into our topic for today.
So, our chat today is our topic is breaking the cycle. How to finally follow through in 2026.
Yes. So that's what we're going to be talking today. So welcome back to another episode of the Eagles in Digital Business, and happy and blessed Sunday for those who are on Sunday, and happy and blessed Monday for those who are on Monday. So here's a question for you. How many times have you started strong only to fall back into the same patterns? Is that if that has been your story, this year doesn't need more motivation, it needs new approach. And that's what we're going to be talking today. How to do that. Okay. So most people think they lack discipline or willpower, but research shows follow through breaks down because of systems, mindset, and emotional patterns, not because you're incapable. So today we'll look at why cycles repeat and what actually helps you break them for good. So for that, we're going to be talking the following points.
Okay, so we have 3 points for you today. The first one, willpower fails, systems succeed. Number two, unfinished emotional patterns keep you stuck. And number three, accountability increases follow through by 65%.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to be talking today. So let's dive into the first point.
So our first point is on this willpower, how the willpower can fail you, but systems succeed. So while we are relying on motivation alone leads to burnout and inconsistency. You just wait for somebody to motivate you. You are just supposing that person doesn't do on a particular day or something happens, then you just be wondering, or you may be complaining, or you may be complacent and say, okay, I'm waiting, and when the time goes, then you say, okay, I mean, just an excuse to blame somebody else for your own lack of motivation. So people who build simple systems and routines are over 40% more likely to follow through long term. You see, like me, um, if I want to do something like on this business, I create time and I already set up the system that I will use. I follow it through because I just have my alarm coming up and telling me that you have to do this at this time and things like that. But if I'm waiting until somebody, a friend or a business partner will motivate me, supposing that person has an issue on that day and the person is not able to come up and give me the kind of push that I expect. And come to think of it, nobody needs to push you every day. Once you get the trigger to propel you forward, don't lean back. Don't lean back. Try and decide within you. It's a matter of choice. You decide within you what works for you. You decide within you what you look at your goals and you look at your why, and then that is enough motivation. Don't expect motivation from outside to be constant, because the person that is giving the motivation is also a human being, and with all the emotions and everything that adds to it. So what I normally do is I encourage myself, and I already put the system in place that will help me. And in this business, we have a system, a platform. We have so many things that are put in place that you just have to key into it. If you go to the platform, you will always get somebody that will attend to your needs at any time across the globe. It's just like the system doesn't sleep because we are all in different time zones. And you always get somebody that will come to your aid in wherever you need. And also, we have automated programs like the daily droppings and so on that will just come up. You only need to plug into it, and it's been proven to work. It's been working for so many people, and if you keep to it, to follow in their footsteps, it will work for you too. So, because according to the American Psychological Association, willpower is a limited resource. There are sometimes that the willpower will win. Sometimes maybe just the weather can push you back. Sometimes emotions, sometimes happenings around you can just those are things that really, really, really affects me personally. And this willpower declines under stress. So don't rely on willpower. I've discovered that I should not rely only on willpower. It's good to have willpower to do something, but we still have to move ourselves forward, propel ourselves forward to be consistent in whatever you are doing. Even when you don't feel like doing it, consistency helps you. Just decide, okay, I will do it, whether I like it or I don't like it. I just do it. It may not be perfect, but I will still do it. Keep showing up. That's the secret.
Thank you, Musimola. Yeah, so Musimola just taught us, we if you haven't the willpower, well, that willpower is not gonna be there forever. Eventually you're gonna get burned out. You're gonna feel demotivated. So that's why the willpower fails. But when you have a system, in place, that system really helps you to succeed, and that's what makes the difference between having a willpower and having a system. It really helps you to keep motivated, like for example, the community. We have a global online community that is there like 24/7, like Musimola was mentioned. So there's always going to be there someone that can answer your question, that can give you that emotional support that you need to keep pushing through. So now let's find out the second point.
Okay, unfinished emotional patterns keep you stuck. So for a long time, I thought consistency or inconsistency meant I lacked discipline. That quitting, that quitting was a character flaw. Um, but it wasn't. What I was really dealing with were unfinished emotional patterns: fear of failing, fear of being judged, fear of starting again, and being seen as behind. So, behavioral research from Harvard shows that unresolved emotional triggers cause people to repeat avoidance behaviors. So, not because they don't want to change, but because their nervous system is trying to protect them. The truth changed how I see or how I saw myself. So, every time I stopped, paused, or talked myself out of continuing, there was a why underneath it: a fear of not doing it right, a worry about what others may think, and an old belief that said, "Who do you think you are to try again?" So until I addressed that why, the cycle kept repeating. Awareness was the turning point. When I began to notice what pulled me off track, I stopped fighting myself and started understanding myself. And that's where control came back. So, not control through force, but through clarity. So, once you see the pattern, you're no longer trapped inside. You get to choose a new response. You get to stay this time. So, awareness breaks repetition, and staying, especially when it's uncomfortable, is where real change begins. And that happened with me after working for over 20 years in corporate, and being used to doing the same things over and over. And when I started doing this business, I was afraid of what others had to say about what I was doing after doing that career for over 20 years, and everybody knew me well. Everybody knew the position that I had and everything. And when I started this, I was afraid of being judged. I was afraid of what others were going to think. And I was afraid that maybe I wasn't going to be able to make it work for me. And every time I got to a point, for example, when I got to in the training, when I got to the advertising part, I completely froze and I didn't want to do it. I'm like, I'm not ready to do this, because I knew that once I did that, that meant I had to put my ad out to the public, and I was afraid of what people were going to say. And that kept me from doing my business for a good bit. So I was avoiding something I knew I had to do because of what others may think. And so what changed that was, clarity, knowing that, okay, what is my why? Why am I doing this? Why did I start? And once I had that clear, I stopped worrying about what others had to think about me. And I stopped giving them the control, giving them the power to control my life like that. So um, what I'm telling you is that things are gonna keep repeating until you really change the way that you think, because unfinished emotional patterns will keep you stuck until you really let them go. You have to let them go and stop thinking about what others or what other things have happened to you before. So you don't repeat patterns because you're weak. You repeat what hasn't been healed. So it's important to let go of things that are not, you know, um, that don't support the life that you want anymore. So awareness will give you back your power. So always be aware of the things that you want, and, of the things that no longer serve you, just let them go.
Thank you, Isabel. So yeah, so Isabel talk about unfinished emotional patterns keep you stuck. So we have, like just Isabel and the her point, you have to be aware of those things that are holding you back, it could be things from the past, it could be things that you fear of being judged. So once you are aware of those things, you regain control, and then you're able to break those things and move forward. But you have to break those in order to become, the person that you want to become, and push forward to do it. So now we're gonna move to the point number 3. So accountability increases follow through by 65%. Okay. So when I started my online business, after 25 years in the film industry, I had to unlearn the idea that I had to figure out everything out on my own. Okay. So in film production, the accountability came from deadlines, directors, and teams. But when you become your own boss, you create your own structure. Well, that shift was empowering, because it make you feel like, okay, now I have control. But at the same time was intimidating, because now you are the one who decide, how you're gonna make your time. So there were days I felt lost, unsure if I was moving fast enough, doing the things right, or even making progress at all. So that's when accountability changed everything. You know, According to the American Society of Training and Development, people who commit to accountability are 65% more likely to reach their goals. And the question here is why? Okay. So the answer to that is because accountability keeps you consistent, supported, and aligned. Even when life gets busy or doubts creep in, you will have someone from the community who's going to help you to be on track. So when I joined a global mentorship community, I realized that accountability doesn't mean pressure, it means partnership. Okay, it means having people who remind you why you started when you forget, why you need to keep going. Because this journey will have ups and downs, and when you feel down, sometimes you will have those feelings like, oh, I would just want to give up. But because you have that accountability partner, or group, it will help you to remind yourself, you started this for a reason, so let's keep going. uh, so that's why it is important to have that community, that accountability person. So The other thing that it helps, is means sharing your progress and celebrating the small wins and staying focused on the bigger vision together. So that another thing that, when you have an accountability partner or accountability community, it really helps you to celebrate. And by celebrating, you keep motivated. I shift this goal, let's go for the next one. So it really helps. In our business model, accountability isn't about being watched, okay? It's about being supported. And how do we do that? Well, we do that through weekly Zoom meetings with our team, mentorship calls that bring clarity and direction. So sometimes, there are questions and we are unclear. So there's going to be like a Zoom, and we join and then we try to clarify that. Also about sharing goals that inspire the momentum, and a proven system that tracks and celebrates growth. So that's the other beauty, to have a system that really helps you to be on track, and that's what we learn in this community, how to be on that, because many times we come from different background, but that's you know so our experience is not in the online marketing, but because we have a proven system, it really helps us, to learn all the tools that we need to be able to succeed and continue our journey. So each touch point strengthens your commitment, not just to business, but to yourself. So you don't break cycles alone, you break them in environments designed for growth. And that's exactly what this community provides, a space where consistency becomes easier and success becomes a shared journey. Over time, I noticed something powerful, that accountability didn't just help me stay on track, but it helped me also evolve into someone who leads by example. Now, as a mentor, I see every day people who once doubted themselves and rise faster when they have a structure, guidance, and encouragement, because they don't feel alone. They have that support. Because the truth is, discipline gets stronger when it is supported, and dreams move faster when they are shared. So, accountability doesn't restrict your freedom, it protects your potential. So, that's the message for this point. And now let's find out what is our key takeaway for this topic.
So the key takeaway that we are offering today is just that breaking the cycle isn't about fixing yourself. It's about freeing yourself. This year, 2026, choose structure over struggle, awareness over repetition, and support over silence.
Yes, so that's our key takeaway for this topic. And we have arrived to the end of our life. So hopefully, you learned something today or how to break that cycle, how to break that pattern that many times, made us stay in the same place instead of moving forward, because we are holding up on those patterns. So if you have any comment, or you have any other tips that you want to add to the topic that we shared today, you can put it in the comments and we'll be happy to read any comments that you put in there. um, and also, if you want to learn, how to be part of a community that is going to be there throughout your journey, to uplift you, to motivate you, um, and a community that has a system that it will help you to succeed. Here are three ways that you can learn more about this online business opportunity. You can either put in the comments more info, or you can send us a private message, and we'll be happy to send you and answer any questions that you might have. Or you can register directly into our websites that appear on the screen with your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch the webinar. So we do have live webinars every Tuesdays and Thursdays at the same time, so 5 p.m. PST, 8 p.m. EST. And these are free webinars available to you to learn more about this online business opportunity, how our online business plan works. And also, you get to hear from members of our community who are part of the panelists, who are going to be sharing with you why they decided to start this online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. So when you register into our website, you will receive an email that will contain two links. The first one is to register to our live webinar, so you can register for either day or for both. And the second link is to the replay of the live webinar. So just in case you cannot attend to the live webinar, that's not a problem. You can always catch the replay and watch it from the comfort of your own home. In addition to that, we also invite you to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. Now you probably wonder, so what is it that you're going to find out? Like I mentioned, before, you're going to find out how an online business plan works, and you get to hear from the panelists from our community who we're going to be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. So I want to say thank you to everyone that has watched the live with us today. For those catching the replay, thank you so much. To our followers, thank you so much for being part of our journey, for believing in us, and for engaging with our content. We want to say thank you to Miriam Garcia and Martinez Flaco for the love emoji that they
Thank
sent. So thank
you.
you so much and thank you for watching. And to our followers, thank you so much for being part of our journey and for believing in us. So let's find out what is our topic for next Sunday.
Okay, next Sunday we're gonna have objections detox. Let's clear out what held you back last year. So this is gonna be a good topic for next Sunday, guys. We have these lives every Sunday, and well, this topic is gonna be just maybe what we all need.
You don't want to miss it.
Yes. So that's our topic for next Sunday. And we have arrived to the end of our life. So we want to wish everyone a happy and blessed Sunday for those who are on Sunday, and a happy and blessed Monday for those who are on Monday, and a happy and blessed week ahead for everyone. So thank you again for being here with us today. And until the next episode of the Eagles
It
in
goes into
Digital
the
Business,
business.
a Candid Chit Chat with
All
All
of
of
us.
all of
us.
us. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for watching, and God bless you all.
Bye, guys. Have a wonderful week
Bye.
ahead.
Mhm.